Hi there, welcome to Oslo, the home of Oslo Zoo. We are going to take you on a tour of our beautiful city in its autumn colors. I am currently standing in front of the Royal Palace. Did you know that this palace was actually supposed to look like Versailles? But unfortunately, the Norwegian monarchy does not have enough money, and this is only looking like the left wing of Versailles. Oslo is actually small enough that we could walk between each of the landmarks. But to not bore you to death, I'm just going to call on my colleagues that have selected their favorite spots in Oslo. And Nikki, you're the first, so over to you.
Thank you, Margot. I'm Nikki, over here standing at one of our greatest landmarks here in Oslo. It's the Opera House. It's built in 2008 and completely covered with Italian marble. There are several theories about this building, and it's not sure what the architect was planning, but people say that it might look like a glacier that is sliding into the water, or it represents the ski slope, which is one of the many that we have here in Oslo. Let me show you around. I'm going to walk on top of the roof and I'll show you the view from there. Yes, made it. Guys, I'm on top of the Opera House. This is a beautiful view over the Oslo fjord here. It's totally worth visiting this amazing landscape when you are here. Now I'm going to give over the video to Lucy. I'm curious where you are standing, Lucy.
Thank you, Nikki. And from a very modern opera house to a very, very old square, I am standing here in Christiania Torv to introduce you to somebody who will be very familiar to our friends over in Copenhagen, King Christian IV. He was the King of Norway back when it was ruled together with Denmark, the Kingdom of Denmark and Norway. And I'm going to show you this sculpture here. Now, this is the square where, after a great fire in 1624, burned the city of Oslo down to the ground. King Christian IV, the story goes, rode on his horse, well, presumably a boat was involved at some point as well, but he rode on his horse to this very spot where he pointed to the ground, which would have just been a muddy field back then, and he said, "This is where I shall rebuild my city." And that's what happened. So this is a very familiar kind of layout. Apparently he built a lot of Copenhagen as well. Very beautiful. And he also decided that from that point on, any buildings in the city would be built out of brick and not wood to avoid any future fires. Very sensible. There it is. He also renamed the city Christiania at that point, after himself, King Christian. And it was named Christiania all the way up until 1925, when it went back to its original Norwegian name shortly after Norway got its independence, back to Oslo. So there we go. Okay, I'm going to pass you over to Janine now, who is down by the water.
Thank you very much, Lucy. Hello everybody, my name is Janine and I'm standing in front of what is probably one of the most famous things you know about Norway and Oslo, the fjord. Oslo fjord, welcome. So everybody talks about Norway and knows that it's very famous for their fjords and their salmon. But what a lot of people do not know is that Oslo is one of the greenest capitals in the whole world, which means we've got over 40 islands and over 300 parks. So if you look behind me, you'll see obviously water, but you also see a lot of greenery. So wherever you are in Oslo, you are a very short distance from anything water or land-based. And what Norwegians love to do is activities. So if it's during the summer and spring and autumn and swimming and hiking and biking and all that stuff, they love their hiking. They go hiking all the time. And in the winter, they're on their skis all the time too. So that is a fun fact that I always thought was very interesting about Oslo. They are very, very, very active. So that is all from me. So I'm going to hand over back to Tara, who's going to show you another spot in Oslo. Bye!
Thank you, Janine. I would like to say welcome to Nordmarka and the Holmenkollen ski jump. The original construction had no lift and about 300 steps that you had to go up. It was constructed out of branches and covered in snow. The Holmenkollen ski jump was updated in 1952 for the Winter Olympics. This new Holmenkollen is a result of major expansions, now allowing for up to 140 meters regularly. Can you see that? Well, that's it for me from Holmenkollen. Over to Leanne.
Thanks, Tara. I'm reporting from Frognerparken, also known as Vigelandparken. That's because all of the statues in this park were made by Gustav Vigeland. The one behind me, Sinnataggen, also known as the Angry Baby, is one of the most popular statues in this park. You can see that his hand has gone a little bit bronzed because people come from all around the world to rub his hand for good luck. Thank you.